Hello everyone, this is Tim here with a quick look at the LEGO Ninjago 2021 new edition character encyclopedia. I've been wanting to get this for a while and I finally pulled the trigger on it yesterday, and I'm really happy to open it to get that future Nya in my collection. So without any further ado, let's have a look at that figure. So once you've removed this bit of tape here, it's easy just to pop open and then extract the figure. Would you look at that? That's really awesome to have. And put that to one side, seal that back up, and I'll probably still tape over it as well. Have that be empty out on the front, but they look missing without those little capsules and little damaged teeth. Really nice printed inside here as well. Before I have a look at the figure itself, I'll quickly go through the book itself. It's you know, standard character encyclopedia stuff, pages and loads of characters, you know, all that stuff. It goes from the pilots through to the island, so no Seabound, because obviously that wasn't out at the time of the recording. What's really interesting is if there's a legacy version, they've gone for the legacy version. So there's Legacy Kai and Cole and all the rest of the Ninja for the pilots, which I'm mixed on as a decision, because yes, they're the ones on the market and they're the ones that represent it, but those figures are canonically for March of the Oni, not the pilots within the show lore. So I get why, but I'm mixed. And sadly, you know, Cole here, for example, there isn't actually a section on his original figure, and that's a very iconic figure as well. So it's really annoying that he's cut out, but it doesn't bother me too much. The Ninja have a little bit on their first variant, which I prefer. And then Garmadon over here, that's also not the legacy version, but the fact they've made a legacy version of the pilot one. It's all very confusing. But yeah, and then they've got Legacy Cruncher, and then I've got a bit on the old one, which I appreciate. Then just flicking through, and won't go through every single page. A bit on the DX, which I don't own any DX Ninja, and I'd really like to. I really want the J, because I'm trying to collect every J, but he costs a lot of money, so we'll see if I ever get there. And see, Legacy Little Lloyd, and they don't even have a bit on the original Lloyd, which is interesting and annoying. And then ZX, which is fine. Legacy Pythor, which I don't mind at all, actually, because that's a great figure, probably a better looking figure than the original anyway. And it's so hard to tell the difference. Then, you know, got Lisa's Legacy Lasher, because, you know, that figure's pid so much. Yeah, and then just quickly flip through them all again. Yeah, NRG, you know, all the stuff. I mean, if you get the book, you'll see what I mean. But then, yeah, got some Kimono Overlord Legacy instead, Legacy Kozu, and then for rebooted, it's Legacy 2. 4 of them, apart from Zane, who they say that's like Techno Zane, which is just wrong. That's his Stone Armor variant, and then they don't have anything, I don't think, on the Stone Armor variants, which is a real shame. And that Kai is in there twice as well, because there's already a bit on him here, Techno Kai. And it's the same, which is quite irritating, because they could have just gone for the tournament variant like they did for the other Ninja. But, oh well, then spent some Elemental Masters, you know. He goes to Possession, which is nice. And from this point onwards, there's not much else to say. It's all standardized, you know. Not every character figure gets a page or whatever, but most of them are included. And it goes up to, yeah, the island as well. And they have a little bit on this, and there's I remember when this leaked online and we got to see these two figures. Now they're officially out, well, at least in most countries anyway. I do have the Nya, I want the Zane, but the Ultrasonic Raider isn't the best build. I don't mind it, but it's not the best, and it's a lot of money for what it is, so hopefully I'll get him one day. And that is basically all there is to say about the character encyclopedia. I mean, it's a fine book, you know, put a lot of detail in there, wrote a lot about it. It'll be really good fun for kids who don't know much about past Ninjago figures and stuff. But, you know, you're not really paying, like, what, how much does this cost? It's £17 in the UK. I don't know how much it is elsewhere. But you're not paying £17 for a book. You're paying for the figure, who I'll now have a closer look at. Now, up front, the first notable thing is the fact that this face is the Ninjago movie redesign, which isn't very accurate to the frame in the show. So first thing I'm going to do is swap it out for a spare Samurai X head I have from Tournament of Elements. And already that does look way better and way more show accurate. Now it's got standard ZX shoulder pads in gold, which I'll take off. And then here we go, really nice armor detailing. Not much detail on this torso, not as much as say the Stone Armor J exclusive, which is the last of these Character Encyclopedia book figures, but there's still enough. And same on the back, I'd say. Probably more detailed on the back, it seems like it, because it's got some creasing there, and there's barely any creasing, it's little bits there, but yeah, I'd say maybe a little more creasing like that on the front would be nice, but I don't mind. It's still really cool. I love this look for the armor, actually. It's really nice. And then see the legs, they look really cool. Back to back printing, the phoenix symbol, which is nice, and then more of the armor, which I do really like. Overall, it is a really nice looking figure. I'm really happy that I've got it, and I will now quickly go grab the Future J to put next to it, because that's the main reason why this figure is so exciting. So here's the Future J, and that looks amazing, and that there makes this figure all worth it. I'm really happy to have. That's the main reason I wanted this figure. A, because it's canon variant of a Ninja, which I like collecting, and B, it just looks so nice alongside the J, and I love that so much. Anyway, in the end, my thoughts on this overall thing is it's a nice figure, not the best book exclusive, but this here, if you've got the Future J, you really have to get this. And if you collect Ninja variants, it's a nice one to have. I didn't get the book at full price. It was on Amazon, so it was 20% off. Yeah, it was a lot of money, but I'd say it was worth it just to have this and a really cool Nya. I don't know if you're the same, but overall I think these are really awesome figures. And on that note, I'll see you next time. I hope you enjoyed the review. This quick look, nice enough book, but really cool figure to have, especially with the J, and just useful in the end to own. So, yeah, if you want it, then, you know, if you can get it at a fair enough price, 17's too much, then I'd say, you know, I'd get it just because it's just nice to have, really. Now, remember to like, comment, subscribe, do all the fun button stuff, and I'll see you next time.